Hey everybody, finally getting around to do a little bit of fencing here. Had a cow out again this morning. I'm telling you, just a lot of factors coming together there, and now I'm trying to repair the fence. But thought I might include y'all in on a little bit of this repair, and maybe it'd be a help to some people. I know I caught a little hate on TikTok over my fencing strategies, but just, you know, I didn't do it to suit them. I do it to suit myself. There's always a lot better ways, I'm sure. I do with what I got, I make do, and I'm happy if the cows are in. So anyway, let's get started. So all this fence down through here, it run right along the top. This is a rock cliff here. It run right along the top of that rock cliff. And trouble is, all these old trees, which a lot of these are still living and good, but if you in places they're dead. So my T-posts, they would only go down about 3 inches and hit rock. Couldn't drive them in. There's a big tree fell back in the winter time. It tore it all out. So from this big tree all the way down, probably to that big oak right through yonder, the fence was tore out. So I'm pretty confident that this is where the cows are getting out. And being that I had so much down and that there was nowhere to drive the T-posts, I backed the fence up. So I come off of that post, or off this tree, to this next solid tree, to this tree, and then I try to go straight as I can. Of course, I get right here to this little tree, and then I kick it up the hill. So anyway, I gotta tie in with some new wire back here at this beech tree and run it all the way down. Let's get started. So I have not invested in a tool yet for making the splices. They make a tool that will stretch and you splice the wire. And my friends at Pritchard Farm, Matt Pritchard and his boys, Riker and Preston, was telling me about it. They have one. So in the near future, I will be investing in one of those, but until then, I've got to do it the old-fashioned way. So I'm just going to tie in. I made a loop. I'm going to tie in there with this, and then go down through there and coil in it. I tell you, the thing about barbed wire, I never work on it without getting stuck about 100 times. Hey honey.
What?
What's it like fencing with me?
Don't ask.
Well, I want to know. When dealing with barbed wire and dealing with me, what do you get?
A lot less hide.
Find me something here to stick in the hole to hold it. I can do a little twisting. Now that'll hold. So blend, so they hang on up everything. Okay. Now just commence to unwind it. I'm gonna go down to my next solid tree and fasten into it, and then I'll come back and clamp to my T-post. So. Okay, so I'm gonna come right down here. On this side. Oh, mercy. I'm getting old. So I'm gonna space it out about even there. And go ahead and start me a tag. And I'm gonna leave it loose so that the barbs can pull through. Using a pry bar or a claw hammer and hook into it and pull it tight. Let me get on the other side so y'all can see. Oh, can't move like I used to, that's for sure. So getting over to that bar there. Stretch her tight like a banjo string. Drive her home. I was considering getting involved with some cost share programs through the agriculture department, and they do not want you to do this. They do not want you to fasten to a tree. They want you to nail a board to the tree, fasten the fence to the board, and that way as the tree grows, it just pushes the board out and it don't grow around the wire. But being this isn't a cost share, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. So another big no-no that I can show you that I'm doing is the way that I'm pulling this wire. See, it's pulling my post. And anywhere you have a corner, you really need to build like an H brace. You need to set a couple of big wood posts and then take wood boards and build an H brace across them to where they're tied together. And that way you ain't pulling. If you, I know you probably can't see here, but it's going that way because I've really been pulling tight. So what I'm doing here, get untangled. So all I'm doing here is I'm going to fasten this to the T-post, but not so much that it can't move, because I'm going to stretch down there off the oak tree. So I need to space it out. I think I got like 1, 2, 3, 4. The fifth teed up. 1, 2, 3, 4, right there. I'll put this on there. Take my handy dandy pliers, bend it a little bit. Just to kind of hold him. Then I'll go down there and stretch it and tighten it up. So, okay, so here's the big oak tree. Untangle. Yep, still untangled. Such a long stretch of the fence. I'll just have to persuade it. good, solid barbed wire fence, and they will walk through it, especially certain breeds. So, like I said, it's a lot mental game with cattle. Now this has been in my barbs up, but it'll still poke you, so that's all I know. Okay. Now, let me share this with you. Okay. As you can see up through there, I'm way away from my posts, my T-posts. But there's enough give in that there that I should be able to stretch it right over and clip it to the post. So I'm gonna put one more tack here just to make sure it don't slip on me. Pull that to them T-posts and then run out my excess to tie back in out through yonder. Let's see if you can see. I tie back into that little low oak over there. Now, I was talking about dead tree issues like here. See the dead tree, no leaves on it? And it's gonna be right in my fence row. So I'm going to end my fence, premature that, here. Right here, this little oak. I'm gonna jump from that big oak to this little oak, and I'm gonna make my splice there. I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna try to fall these trees that way, because they're dead. They will fall on my fence if I go ahead and run the fence. So I'm gonna try to fall that to where it will not be on my fence. Chunk it up, we'll use it for firewood, no waste. Then I'll probably run my fence, just continue right in a straight line out this road here. This is probably the old road. It's growed up. We use these little wire clips. You can buy them, Tractor Supply, Rural King, about anywhere. And it's made to fit around the T-post, like so. One side hooks it, it goes around, and the other side you twist it around. We got to get it positioned. Go down one more. So I usually just use these end nips. So I can get a hold of this. Which I'm not ready yet. I'll have to pull that other one down first. I realize most of you farmers is already gonna know all this stuff. This is for somebody that don't know. So I've got my wire spaced up. There is teats on this side of the post. I want it under that teat. That gets it spaced about right. Then I lay my clip, I hook it here. I lay that over. I take my pliers, my end nips, I get a hold of it. Sorry, doing this one-handed. Twist him around. Now I'm gonna come back here to this one and tighten it up a little bit. you don't have to do this. You can probably reuse your clips if you don't bend them all to pieces, but man, it helps tightening it up. Okay, so let me go down here and finish what I started here that I had to quit. So I'm under that teat. I'll get a host of it here. Okay. Now, I'm satisfied with that. Like I say, it's probably temporary anyway. There'll be another big tree, take it out in a year or two, and I'll be doing this again. But if I ever win the lottery and I ain't got to work and all I got to do is pill around all day, I'll come in and I'll clean it all up, cut me a big clearing out through there, and I'll put the fence with pressure treated posts and all that good stuff. But until then, I'm poor man farming. Okay, so we're gonna need another T-post right in here, and because there's a big span there between the two trees, and I've got some wire there that I've got to, that's got to be fastened. That'll be my third strand. Anyway, that little T-post right there, if you can see it or not, it's kind of hid behind that tree. There we go. I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna use that little handy dandy trick I showed y'all back many videos ago, back in the cooler weather, where you use your T-post driver to pull it out. And I'm gonna use it, make do with it, bring it up here, because that fence down there will now be obsolete. Got the handy dandy homemade T-post puller. I made that years ago when I first bought the farm. Put this where we need it. I'm gonna try to get about, just roughly look and not measure nothing off, about midway between the two trees. I'm gonna back the T-post up away from the fence so that I have to pull the wire to it, which will have to take out these slots. A lot of times you can step these in a little. I'll sit there and I'll hurry it down. Tip: do not raise this up too high. It'll catch the top of the post and you will knock your brains out. Some tacks at that tree, tighten it up there a little bit, but I'm still loose on this bottom strand. Not loose on this enough. Three. Okay, I'm just going to do a quick run through here of what I've got so far, We don't have an emergency, but we do have an urgency. So I've got to wrap it up for today and get home, get cleaned up. We got to make a run. But anyway, so I got 3 strands to there. And from the white oak on, we got 4 strands. So it goes out through here and turns over the hill and diagonals down to a white oak down next to the highway. Okay, so we're missing a cow. Get ready to have a calf, and I found her. Now let's see, make sure she ain't having no trouble. And see what the calf is and if it's okay. Looks good. I think I see it. Hey girl. I won't hurt you. I won't hurt you. Let's take a look at your baby. I ain't gonna hurt you or it. I just want to see if your baby and you was okay. Just want to check on you. That's all. Yep. It's okay. I won't hurt you. Let's take a look at your baby. I won't hurt you. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Just gonna look. It's okay. I just want to see if it's a heifer. Good job, girl. Good job. You done good. First calf. I'm not going to bother you all right now, and we'll see if it's a bull or a heifer later.